Okay, my YouTube friends and worm lovers, this is the final now. I've got everything back in place. My back is killing me, but hey, the worms are clean. That's the important thing. And I used to have the same backache whenever I had to take my two labs into the shower and give each one a bath. So, give each one a shower. And so, we all have the things we have to do. And today was worm cleaning day, so I broke it into a couple days. But so anyway, I'm back together here. I always put these little cups on the bottom. I was told once that worms can get into your I'm sorry, ants can get into your worm bin. Well, I've never had that happen, but then again, I don't have ants in my house, so but you do something the first time, and 12 years later, you're still putting the little chiffon cups underneath the legs, and it keeps it clean. I mean, if I can kind of clean around those if there's any dust, and I take them out and I clean them, and I'm big on cleaning. So the legs never really come out of it. I just take that whole bottom part out into the garden, and I flush it out really well, and all the castings that are still in the bottom go into the garden directly, and the garden's happy. So now this was the tray that had been in the middle, so it's moved down, and the one that was on the top, that's moved down to here. And then what I do for the top is I take a couple pieces of cardboard, and it's let me see if I can move it. You see that little piece of cardboard there, and that way you saw the tray without anything, and it has a bunch of holes in the bottom. So as the worms are pushing up here, they get to a hole, and they can kind of like wiggle on, and then they have something to hang on to, I guess, and then they move into that. By the time I'm ready, and this has moved on to here, has moved on to here, and is ready to be harvested, that cardboard is just, it looks like a skin on the bottom of the plastic with a bunch of holes in it. It has been eaten away. And so what I do is, as I'm gathering any worms that I collect, I'll put them off to the side, and they kind of like keep going to the center with any castings that are hanging onto their bodies. And so when I turn that over, then it looks like spaghetti. It really does, not to be gross, but it just looks like worm spaghetti. And so I probably am putting a good half a pound in on here, and it gives the worm something. And then I save some coffee grounds, and I save some of the carrot tops that were on the very top of the second one. I kind of give that as like a little starter. And what I'll do is grind up some eggshells, and I'll put that on top, and maybe a little bit more coffee filter. But what I did do also was, I keep rainwater. I have water rocks. So my rainwater I collect, and we were collecting it because we were afraid we had such a drought there in May that I kept stuff to the side, because you don't want to give chlorinated water to your worms. And every once in a while, they just need their faces cleaned. And I'm just going to show you what I do, and what I have done is, when I put this one back, I gave it a little drink. When I put this one back, I gave it a little drink. I've already given this one a little drink. But what I really just do is go, and pour it on the top. And so that kind of gives everybody a little refreshment, And then that, along with anything that they're urinating, if that's the proper word for a worm pee, and it'll go down here where it collects, and then I collect it, and that's what I water a lot of my plants with. So anyway, this is the final step. I also cleaned the lid and scrubbed that inside and out, and you can see after 12 years I'm getting a little bit of discoloration on that plastic, but really not much. So that's it. That's what it takes to keep worms, and probably 6 weeks from now I will do it all again. But if I didn't feed them, if I didn't give them that much to eat, then it could take longer. If you give your worms enough to feed them and they can eat their body weight daily, then they will eat that and they will reproduce, and then those will reproduce and those will reproduce, and everybody's happy and they eat and they eat and they eat. If you stop feeding them, then their numbers will decrease. They will actually eat each other. And I personally have never witnessed it, but I've been told that. So, don't hold me to the fact there. And I'm hoping that I'm not right and they just, wiggle on at and thumb a ride to the next can of worms. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say for today. I hope you guys will try this. If you have any questions, please, please, please ask me. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.